does scale okay, just simply on the basis of, you know, discomposition from Top Esports is very short range, so he's never gonna, you know, lack access to deal damage. He's just gonna have to, you know, kind of weave around Jackie
As quickly as possible. With the Sonic Wave coming through, Raptor goes down. He's still not there, but he won't be at the Dragon either.
Around these Dragons, it's just gonna get worse. They're gonna look for the 50-50.
Destiny. All right, we get JackieLove, and after he comes in, Knight Heroes done right. He's used Destiny twice now. Hasn't worked out, and they're ganking the lane that wants to move. As the lockdown from Wayward is from the Glacial Prison, we turn our heads to the bottom lane. Destiny finally being used onto JackieLove. He's flashed away from his support, but Knight's coming in red hot. Can he be healed up? JackieLove with one more, but the Wild Growth can't save him. A 1-for-1 trade here as the flash from Doomby to get the gold card on the entry. Mark burns his own, but in returns Tien on top of Doomby, the pillar. Oh, just gorgeous to see that Tien continues whopping down. Everfrost from Knight. Another one over to Top Esports, and they get the Cogmore, but look at what it cost.
It cost them so much. They're going to lose the tower on the back end of this. I mean, sure, they get the Cogmore. Cogmore's not getting any of this gold, but Top Esports as a whole are still gaining on this play. And again, it all comes down to, okay, you get the Cogmore, great. You have to either get out or just not, you know, commit to a fight where the rest of Top are gonna find their mark. Ale.
Okay. Yeah, this is happening. Now we got
He's
range. Wayward solo killed. Yep. Yeah. After Arla burned the flash going too deep. At least for the time being, we'll hold on that because Arla starts up the Dragon. Top Esports, this will be their third if they get the seal. Wayward, the prison.
Oh, no.
Onto I1. He's caught out. He was frontlining. LNG put their Nami in the front of lines as Arla goes into Mega, but they're got a numbers disadvantage. Tarzan at least gets the Dragon, but guess where the kill went? JackieLove
gonna hit that sort of very early Ocean Soul point or not. LNG looking for more though onto Wayward. I think in the extended they'll have him, but it's gonna be a fairly lengthy chase.
Yeah, gold card will help make this a reality as well. So give another one over to Arla, but yeah, he takes it in the end. 2-0 now. But it's rough. Of course, it is only the start of this game, but from what we have seen recently with the
in the standings in the LPL, but it's just not been super convincing. And right now, Top Esports showing us some of that. Right now, picking up this mid lane tier one with that Herald. Yeah, Collector's good. But into the rest of the front line of Top Esports, maybe a little less efficient right now. Well, JackieLove stepping forward.
JackieLove, but the thing is, it doesn't matter. The Destiny can't get around him. Tien jumps in, but look, JackieLove's still alive and Wayward off on the side. Knight is the next picked, and looks like Tien tried to cover the bases while this dog kept barking at the rest of LNG.
All right, I mean, the thing is though, Top Esports, they lose their jungler right before the Dragon spawns up. LNG have Mega Nan, they have numbers. They should be able to force this one. I mean, Top Esports, if they really want to try and play, you know, Nuisance, they definitely can, but they have to wait out this Mega Knight at the very least.
They have to, but Jamada, there's no wild growth coming through. Arla flashes forward. That Mega Knight was useless. Winds of War pokes him down, and now he's got the shielding once again. Pixie on top. He can keep poking out. Top Esports with an Everfrost. It's Knight once again. Wayward running forward, but no Glacial Prison. Trying to poke out LNG. This is their opportunity, but JackieLove's running into the whole team. It's not warded. It's control warded by LNG, so he doesn't have the vision to keep spraying down. And LNG, the one with jungler, but the Dragon is going to them.
I can't believe it. Top Esports 4 versus 5. They're able to just force LNG away from the Dragon. They'll pick up third Dragon and then move towards the Dragon. So Top Esports just utilizing the situation well. They're like, okay, LNG can't really get on top of us. We're the ones that can go forward, and now they're going forward again.
Yeah, Doomby's already burnt the ult. He wants to get out of there. Teleport, but he's interrupted. No escape for you. Doomby faces down the barrel of his old jungler, and JackieLove way. And Arla's just auto-attacking. He has his ultimate available. Destiny going to be burned as well. You know, Jamada, that was a classic piece of timing, but Top Esports may be proving you right with the response being so much better. Arla going to get taunted down to oblivion, and just like that, TES press all their teleports to make sure everyone's on top.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It's just about the globals, not tracking the teleport, where that could come in. Start to see them set up towards that. With some vision, with some pressure, they should just slowly force LNG out and make them face check.
Tarzan just caught out on his path. I mean, Wayward going so deep. There's a Glacial Prison onto Doomby as he's locked down.
I'll pick up Aranduins, and then you just can't damage me anyway. So
yeah,
with a Lulu on his back as well, it's just going to be even more oppressive. And the stopwatch. Like, how do you kill this Cogmore at this point, man? You can't.
Well, you got to get through the front line of Top Esports, which is starting off the play. Glacial Prison on such low cooldown. As I finally get my words out, Doomby with the Destiny is anti-aggressive. He's all the way back with his team as Arla flashes away, but he'll be slowed down. Wayward still chasing up. The Arctic Assault helping on that front, and this is in front of Dragon. So Arla, who still has his TP, just burns a flash, doesn't have a Mega Narbar. Top Esports with a numbers advantage in front of this fight.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. LNG, very limited engage options too, so being in front of this Dragon Top Esports should have an advantage already.
Wave. Knight, all that Everfrost. The angle perfect, and Jakilov hits an AoE himself, but still LNG can play this fight as a gold card. Reaches its limits on top of Wayward, but over the wall, Knight! Shielded Duran. What do you expect from one of the best mid laners in the world as Tarzan proving his jungle worth on Jakilov, but the stopwatch comes in clutch and Knight saves his life. Shielded Duran part 2, the reckoning here, as Top Esports are still surprisingly all alive. Tarzan wants an angle back into the fight. It's a long one as Wayward has the Glacial Prison up again, and Light cleanses away, but Top Esports still have their 80 carry. They can't kill Jakilov with the Sonic Wave from Tarzan. He doesn't want to take it. Arla, the last piece left in the lane, while Wayward takes down Doinby. An Arctic Assault on the edge of the fight. And Top Esports, it's like an Austin Powers movie, full of mojo.
They just don't have the firepower, LNG, to get through the frontliners. And I mean, hell, you get through the frontliners, you've still got Kog'Maw to deal with. He's almost a frontliner in his own right. Knight's going to come with the teleport just to guard this. Won't find out Tarzan. That's Ocean
I see that Jakilov takes so much to die, but Wild Growth back up and available. That's going to help him still. No stopwatch this time. If we do see a players on the back of the pit, has to be a steal, but Doomby's being caught out. He Destiny's into almost sudden death as Culling comes through again, but Jakilov keeps hitting the barrel while Tarzan wants the 50-50 to Lee Sin, who gets in early. 1.6, kicks out, gets it! Lee Sin on Tarzan, or the other way around. You know it's always good news.
It's an absolute lifeline for LNG, because picking up that Baron, they're going to be able to delay what should be the inevitable.
As it came into smite range, clutch here from Tarzan to keep LNG in the game. And we're saying it, Jamada, they were kind of running out of steam in that last fight. Well, they're running out of steam in this first game, but at the very least, Baron gives them a bit more time. As having said that, Arla wants to die. Now, how does he die? At the hands of a big statue with a huge circle that makes you want to hit him? Or does he die to a dog who just really wants
all of the defensive peel tools that he has for himself? Top, just going to pick up this tower for free. We'll see where else they decide to place.
And they've now caught out Tarzan as well as the culling comes through from Light, hits out Mark, which is good, but Tien with the pillar is beautiful. Flashing away is the bottom lane, but down with the Glacial Prison. Wayward does it again. Tien running forward, the Ocean Soul helping out as Top Esports keep healing up. The poke from LNG meaning less and less as Wayward is now turret diving. Still taking next to nothing. The base broken and in shambles, and Tarzan wants an angle, but I'm not sure if Top Esports is going to let him.
No, I don't think they'll give it over. They already know where he is, give or take. They know he's not showing in the base. He has to be roughly behind them. I think Tarzan might show if he goes around the corner on that ward.
But Destiny, where's it going to be used? Doomby from the upper side, but he's on a ward. Take the red buff while you're there, and they turn for Arla, who's by himself. LNG need to group up with the flush from Arla. Once again, LNG are doing what we said they need to work on. As Tarzan gets kicked, but Jakilov flashes away. The last hurrah from the jungler, but LNG a little bit sloppy, as per usual. Light getting bullied down by a pig and a troll. Wayward and Tien, the Beef Bros, running it down mid to end this saga.
They should be ending the game here, Top Esports. We said it from LNG. They really had to try and snowball this game. Shut down Jakilov on the Kog'Maw early on, but it just never came to fruition. Doinby never really managed to just get things going for that Namilution. Light and Iwandi weren't really able to push the envelope in the 2v2 either. And no one can kill the frontliners of Top Esports. They're going to take game number 1.
Jakilov looking for a final kill. They're going to let the Nexus stay standing, or Jakilov gets kill number 6. This Kog'Maw Lulu, what a great time when your lane starts as brilliantly as
champions inside of Ezreal and Ahri. The issue is you're dealing with all that mobility, and then also if you would look towards Wayward, I mean, he's got the citrus fruit to cleanse it away, so it would kind of feel bad. Top Esports, LNG could maybe think about walking in after the deed is done, because I think Doinby could potentially hit level 6, but still, for now, I mean, we're going to see at least an attempt on Wayward's life.
All right, well, the flash comes forward. Wayward burns his own, but he's just dead. The grand challenge makes it so easy. Starts getting hit.
Cannon barrage as well available from Wayward, so let's see how this one
is.
unfolds. LNG, they're going to try and burst it.
Tarzan not going to get hit by the true shot barrage. In fact, JackeyLove really misses, but the Soul Flare is good. Cannon barrage in an awkward position. They turn for the bottom lane. JackeyLove burning his own flashes. Now it's on top of Mark, who's over the wall in the nick of time. But Top Esports have Knight coming in with the Spirit Rush. One more available. The charm lands. Here he is once again, but for Tien, unable to get the finishing damages, unable to get a reset. The never move, not helping. The first one for Top Esports as Knight gets a reset. A second one there. It's Reset City with the jungle mid, but Tarzan's launched on by Mark, who was behind enemy lines. All of a sudden, Top Esports flare up, and LNG are dead.
For so long, I was like, how are LNG getting away with this? They were pinned up against the wall. No flashes available to actually get out of the situation they were in. Knight comes in, layers in so much damage, but they make it to the bottom side. Case is 13.
Yeah. He's okay with Tarzan. Subjugate's going to come through, but he's slowed down with the Chomp. Versus the Trundle as the emote goes up. He needs Knight. Grand Challenge going to be there, and Knight can't save his life. Yes, still.
Their champions as well do scale fairly well in this game, if you were to ask me. I think only one that could maybe have, vision this shallow in your jungle. It's got to feel really, really bad. Suffocation is going to start. Top Esports, they're just going to look towards this dragon. Look towards the bottom side tower even as well, because that's a fairly stacked up wave to work with. And Tian even has the Herald if they want to use it, but don't even need to. Tier 2 goes down. All the carries going to pick up that gold. Mark hugs the wall.
Actually, to contest this one, going to require Mark as the Charm connects the Soul Flare on as well. The Zenith Blade Ignite down. Tarzan about to die, and Jungler down before Dragon. It was Top Esports anyway, but now even more so as Arla chases down Knight, but he still has the Spirit Rush, which will be burned away from this Fiora while Top Esports get there. They're playing with two sets of hands in this game number 2.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. It does feel like they've just got legendary hands. It's like to the top side. Tier 3, so Tian could get caught out here at the very least. Would feel nice.
He's going to ulti out, flashes, and gets caught out. So LNG use 4 members. Gets as Soul Flare comes through, forcing out Light's ulti. Wayward setting up the chain as well. Good Blade Caller as Knight with the Spirit Rush over the wall. Going to make it worse. Light has to flash Everfrost away, but Knight hits away the Orb of Deception. That Ahri hurts so much, and even charming up by Wandy, the chase will continue. One more piece of movement needed. He has flash available, but he presses W instead. Knight truly is king of the mid lane while Rookie is gone.
I think Knight is coming for LNG. To be honest with you, there's not too much light left in this game, to be honest, and I just don't know what they can actually do. Thank you. It was a really good line. I'm actually kind of impressed myself on that one.
Oh my God.
LNG just don't really have much to work on.
Yes, at 20 minutes into the game. And in my comment before, Rookie's not here. Of course, on B5 is good Everfrost here and Knight on the top side. So much damage coming out. Knight was already in contention for best mid laner, and right now, he sure as hell is, as True Shot Barrage doesn't tag anyone, but I want his ult coming through. Spirit Rush once again, the Charm at max range. Not sure if it hit there as Grand Challenge denied on top of Mark, and Tian and JackeyLove have now joined in. One reset spells doom, as with a Spirit Rush forward, onto Light, cleansed away. Knight continues to do so as JackeyLove. What's the bit of the action? Flashing forward. You expect the talent in this Top Esports roster to impress, and every game, somebody does. As on to Doolme with an arcane.
Fight after fight ends up cleaning out Light and I1D with the help of Wayward's Cannon Barrage, and they will pick up this Baron, and they are going to certainly look.
And now with Doolme and Light coming in, they're confident, but Knight's behind enemy lines once again. Here's the Ahri. It's like we're watching The Shining, but as he cracks the axe through the door, Knight has to run away for a second. Still in for the fight as LNG turn back around on top of Mark, who dies first. LNG still haven't given him a reset to Top Esports, but Knight back on in with the charm, the True Shot Barrage, and there's reset number 1. JackeyLove's still alive as well. And with Knight and Tian at the forefront, LNG still in trouble with numbers disadvantage. Orb of Deception coming through, hits Tarzan, and the reset given over the backline is Arla. Wanted to get Knight, but he charms him right in the face. I want he dead to an auto, and this roster has
to get locked down, and that's the crucial thing. You look towards the team though. Look at Doinby, finally able to actually get into the mix a little bit. LNG as a whole, their damage dealers safe and sound. Someone who isn't safe and sound is Tarzan, though. Unfortunately, I think Knight.
Yeah, Light's here, but Knight Charm, Orb of Deception, thanks so much. Light trying to save his jungler, Everfrost in. More members keep turning up, but hey, Knight would like a reset. JackeyLove wants a bit of the glory. You thought you could take him on. You were so wrong.
That got Mark?
Jamada,
Use this ult on that.
all I can say to you is Top Esports run into the base with the death timers on our board, with Baron Buff helping out. I want him poked down. TN must be laughing right now. He looks at his old colleague in Doomby, his old mid laner, while LNG is struggling and Doomby is on a roster that has a lot of questions. TN is prepping himself for a seed at Worlds. It might be early on, but at 5-1, Top Esports playing with their food look as deadly as a knife. Nexus exposed, kill credit going over. Blood must be taken because the Blood God is on Top Esports. 909, it comes in the form of a fox. This Ahri looks maybe deceiving, but Knight still stabs you dead.
My word, what a dominating performance.